Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. I have some new makeup here. I just want to play with it, have a good time. I want to kind of get ready together. I've already done my complexion. You can see like primer, powder, foundation, concealer, bronzer, brows, that type of stuff. I'll link it all in the description box, but I did buy the new Under the Sea like Little Mermaid palette from Alijah Storm Cosmetics. Never tried this brand, so I thought we could play with this. I bought a Glitz Fix Prime and Shine primer from Ensley Rain. I have some Sigma, some Lawless, some Lunar Beauty, some Unearthly. We're just gonna kind of play with makeup today. Fun. All of these brands are independently owned. We're gonna have a good time. Let's jump into it. Okay, y'all, getting started, I do want to go ahead and put some blush on. I have on bronzer. It's my Fenty bronzer, but I have this blush from Lawless, and I've worn this a couple of times now. It's my first time trying Lawless blushes, but this is the Make Me Blush Talc-Free Velvet Blush in Juicy Watermelon. So I'm going to zoom y'all in a little bit, and we will blush. Okay, so I started blushing and I forgot to hit record, so that's not bad, but I'm putting on my Lawless blush, and I was doing a little Googling before filming, and I wanted to see, because I wasn't sure if Lawless was independently owned, meaning not owned by a large parent company, and from what I could tell, it is independently owned. I was seeing that they have some investors, but none of the investors own a majority stake. But I love my big brands. I love makeup of all kinds. I really do. But I do really like to feature brands that are independently owned. Not owned by a big parent company, but independently owned. So I thought we would use this Lawless blush again. This is the Make Me Blush Talc-Free Velvet Blush in Watermelon. Lawless sent this to me, and I think it's so beautiful. It's a very glowy blush. You see how glowy it is. It's just pretty, and you can definitely layer and build it up. So if you don't want it to be as intense as I'm making it right now, you can definitely just not put on as much. I've worn this 2 or 3 times now, and I've really enjoyed it. I think the staying power is there, and I initially was drawn to Lawless for their glosses, and I do really like their glosses, but now that I've tried the blush, I'm curious about some of their other shades. That's a really pretty blush. I'm putting that on. This brush is from Flower Beauty. I want to play with this eyeshadow palette. So I saw this eyeshadow palette on Instagram, Under the Sea, Alijah Storm Cosmetics. Little Mermaid inspired. You can see. Let me pull up the brand's Instagram and tell you a little bit about them, because this palette was not very expensive. Let me get the info. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about this palette, and I'm going to pop up a close-up and swatches so you can see. This says it's 13 duochrome shades, 6 shimmer shades, and 6 matte shades. This brand is LGBTQ owned. It says they are a small, cruelty-free business. So I did order this from the site. They were doing a pre-order, and the palette, I believe, was $35. Let me double check on that one as well. Okay, yes, this one was $35, and I did go ahead and swatch this palette. A lot of times I will not swatch makeup before I try it, but I couldn't help myself. I really wanted to get a feel for these. I wanted to see how they swatch out. The duochromes were intriguing to me. So we're gonna play with this palette. I hope you liked the swatches and the close-up. I am going to put down an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use my Sigma eye base. Sigma is an independently owned brand as well. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to just play with these shadows. I just want to see. I've never tried this brand before, so we're just going to have fun playing in makeup. Okay, so I've zoomed y'all in a little bit more. I am looking forward to playing with this palette. Now, I'll tell you the brushes I use as we go along. They're all going to be independently owned brands. I am using my Singe Beauty E03 brush. I am really looking forward to dipping into this palette, testing it out. Again, totally new to me brand. So what I kind of want to do is just put a light shade all through my socket. I want to maybe do this black in the outer corner. I really love black shadows, and I want to do lots of shimmer and sparkle. Usually when I'm testing a new to me brand, I like to use an eyeshadow primer that I already know and love, and then I like to do a look that I'm like super comfortable doing, something that like a shape or shade placement, something like that I do a lot. That way I know if I don't like my look, it's not like anything else other than the new product. So we're gonna start with like a lighter shade first. And looking at this palette, I feel like I have options. I have a lot of options. I'm not exactly sure, but I think let's go in with this one. This looks like a more like satiny type of shade, maybe not a full-on shimmer. I don't know if I pointed it out, but this palette also does have a nice big mirror. So I only put the eye primer on this side for now. So I want to take this shade. This is called Grippie, and I want to like pat out my eye primer, make sure I don't have any creases, and I'm gonna press this light shade into the front half of my socket like this, or your crease, or whatever for your eye shape. And I usually don't say crease because for me, like, I have deep set eyes. I'm 35. I have creases and crinkles in my lid, so I am putting it right here in the socket. So right here is like the bone. I'm putting the shadow here, and with my eyes being deep set, I like to bring the shadow up a little higher. Now I know this is, I would say this is probably like a satiny shimmer shade, which a lot of times people will just use mattes. That's fine. If you just want to use a matte here, you could definitely do that as well. But I thought this shade would be really pretty to use right here in the front part of my socket and then up and out. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Sigma brush. This brush is from my Sigma favorite set. Sigma is independently owned. I'm going to take the shade Ursula, the black, and I'm going to press this right in the outer corner and then just slowly blend. I'm going to go in with more shadow, and I'm going to build this black up how I want it, like this, and then I'll put it just in the very outer corner of my lower lash line as well. And then up here on the lid, I'm going to press this like to the lash line as well. So it's going to be on the lid, in this outer corner, down and around. And then I will take my original brush that I started with, what did I say, Grippie, and I'll use this to kind of diffuse any harsh lines and blend right in here as well. So just taking my time blending. Okay, so I have those two shades down and blended. I definitely had to build up the black. It's not super pigmented, but it was easy to build and it was easy to blend. So no issues there. Now looking at this palette, I have so many options for shimmers, and I want to use two on the lid. So I think what I'm going to do, there's so many options. I'm like, what do I choose? What do I choose? What do I choose? I really want to go in with this dark shimmer right here, Prince. This kind of like blue, purpley, sparkly shade. And then I think for the lid, it's hard to choose. It's hard to choose. But I want to do something kind of contrasting. So maybe this shade up here. This one looks like it's a duochrome, so it goes from like a neon pink to like an orangey color. I think you're seeing the orangey color here. So I thought it'd be fun. Maybe we'll put those two shimmers on the lid, And I bought this. This is the Glitz Fix Prime and Shine. I bought this from Ensley Rain. I have only tried a few products from Ensley Rain, but they seem like a super cool brand. I would like to try more, but I bought this and I haven't used it. So this is like a glitter adhesive, something like that. I'm going to put this down as a base for these shimmer shadows to make them just pop extra, shine extra, all of that. Of course, you don't have to use a base. You can apply with your fingers, whatever you want to do, but I thought it would be fun to try this base out. I'm going to put this base down with my Unearthly Cosmetics brush. Unearthly, of course, is an indie brand. We're going to use them more later, but I'm going to put this down all over the lid, and then I'm just going to pack these two shadows over top. Okay, so with this adhesive, I've never used this before. I'm going to just press it on my lid up right here to where the bone is. Like, I'll take shimmers above my lid. I don't care. I do what I want to do, you know? You do what you want to do. I am going to go into prints now. I'm picking this up on my Singe brush, and I'm going to press this on like this. I'm just going to press it on top of that adhesive first, and once I have that like shadow down, I feel like the adhesive is set a little bit, then I will go back and blend. But I really want to get that shadow on first. That's really pretty. Then I'm going to go in with my BK Beauty 209, and I'll go into, what shade did I say we were going to use? Melody. So BK Beauty is another independently owned brand. It's a creator-owned brand. So Singe Beauty is owned by my bestie Angelica Nyqvist, fully independently owned, self-funded brand. And BK Beauty is owned by creator Lisa J, who I have gotten to meet before. Sweet, kind person. BK stands for beauty kindness, and I love, 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 love. So I'm pressing this shade on. I'm trying to tell you what I bought and what was like sent to me as I go. BK Beauty, I don't know. I've bought some of their stuff. They've sent me some of their stuff. So I don't know exactly what I bought. Singe Beauty brushes, I bought. Sigma, kind of the same. Some I bought, some I purchased. Most of these brands I bought and purchased. So once I have the shades on like that, I want to go in and blend now. I've kind of got the shadows down, set on top of that primer. So now I'm going to go back and just take my time blending. I don't want to over blend. I want this to go from, what was that, Melody to Prince to Ursula. Like, I want that to be a fade. I don't want it to all mix together, but we definitely need to blend. So I'm just going to spend a little time kind of flopping back and forth between my brushes, blending. Okay, so a favorite indie brand of mine is Kaleidos. I'm going to use their multi-chrome liners. These are good. If you have been at my channel for a while, you know these were in my yearly favorites from last year because they go on smooth and they stay in the waterline all day. Oh, my hair is getting so frizzy. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So this is the shade Night of Creation, and I want to go ahead and put this in my waterline, and then we will go in with a shade from our Under the Sea palette on the lash line and inner corner as well. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go in with another brush from my Sigma set, and I am going to go into Sea Witch. This kind of mid-tone to dark purple shimmer, and I want to put this on the lower lash line and kind of smudge it right up against the lashes. So I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to spray my brush. I'm not going to put down any like adhesive, just straight from the pan to my brush to my under eye. Okay, after that, I want to highlight the inner corner. So I'm going to grab my Singe EO5 and let's look, because we definitely have options in this. hit myself. This palette's so big. We definitely have options here. So I think like if you want a matte inner corner, you have the shade Human. Grimsley that we used kind of all here would be super pretty on the inner corner. I mean, we have options, but what I want to do is go in with this kind of white to pink duochrome shade called Scuttle. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to pop it right here on that inner corner. Oh, pretty, 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 pretty. All right, I am happy with my eye look. I'm going to brush away any fallout I have, do liner, lashes, and mascara. I'm going to use my Adept Cosmetics The Collective Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Turok Noir. Sorry if I didn't say that right, but it's just a black liquid liner. I really like it. Stays well on the lash line, doesn't fade, doesn't transfer, any of that. And then I'm going to go in with my Melt Cosmetics Supernatural Lash Mascara. Melt Cosmetics is also independently owned. Adept, Melt, independently owned, women-owned brands. And then for lashes, Salem Cosmetics sent me their Clever Librarian lashes. That is a cute name. This is what they look like. I've used some lashes from Salem before. Salem Cosmetics, I believe, is based out of New Orleans. So I'm going to use these. This style looks super duper pretty. So yeah, let me do liner, lash, clean up any fallout. I'll be back because we have highlight, we have lips, we have more to talk about. Okay, the eye look. I'm into a shimmery, sparkly look. I love the colors. I really like these lashes. I trimmed them up to fit my eye. Happy with how things are coming together. Now, for highlight, I want to go in with my Resurgence highlighter duo from my collaboration with Unearthly Cosmetics. What can I say? Y'all know I'm obsessed. Look at the beetles. Look at the holographic beetles and the stars, and they're beautiful, and the dragonflies. We have multi-chrome highlighters, shifty highlighters. I really love using Renewal as a blush topper and Rebirth as like an intense highlight. Both of these do have a like transparent type base to them to where they're not going to leave a weird cast on your skin no matter your skin tone. But I want to go in with my Cleona brush. This is a DF06, and I'm just going to mix a little bit of both of these shades, and I'm going to kind of highlight and bring this down a little bit on top of my blush as well. I'm also going to highlight my nose because I love a good nose highlight. Oh, I just love to glow. I just love to glow. I'm just having fun playing with makeup today. I would love to know, are you getting ready with me? Are you not into makeup? You're just chilling. You're hanging out. You're watching. Let me know what you're doing today. I've had a pretty low-key day. Spent some time outside this morning before it got too hot. Okay, there's our highlight. Now for lips, I want to go in with this duo from Lunar Beauty. So Lunar Beauty recently launched lip liners and lipsticks. I'm obsessed with Lunar Beauty. I have bought their lip oils, their lip glosses, their liquid lipsticks, like honestly, like favorite lip formulas from them. Whoops. So I was super excited when they showed that they were going to launch lipsticks and lip liner, or well, bullet lipsticks, because we had liquid lipsticks. So I was super pumped to have new lip products, but I have not tried this color yet. So Lunar Beauty did send me the full collection. I would have bought it on my own for sure though if they weren't sending this to me. So what I want to do is go in, like I have all these shades and I've tried quite a few shades. I have videos here on my channel, shorts, long form videos, but today what I want to do is go in with Stormy. I haven't used this color, so let's see. Now the lip liner looks like this, and it is a sharpenable pencil, so you do like sharpen it. Even though it's black, it doesn't look like a traditional like wooden pencil. You do sharpen this. So I'm going to wipe off a little bit of my lip treatment and line my lips. Okay, let's check out this color. I think this should be like a hot pink. Oh yeah. That's really pretty. Okay, lips are lined. Let's do lipstick. I know I've showed this before, but I want to show it again. This moon. Do you see this silver moon? This is so cool. Press it, and the bottom pops down and says Lunar Beauty, and then there is your lipstick, and you have this like celestial embossing on here, like planets, stars, everything beautiful. And these are, what are these called? They're matte lipsticks, but they are called creamy matte, and I would agree with that. They're not hard to apply. They do last well on the lips. Just overall a really nice bullet lipstick. Okay, this is looking so pretty. I definitely feel like with the eye look that we have going on, you could do whatever type of lip you want to do. If you're recreating this, you want to do a nude lip, whatever your version of a nude lip is, you could do that. You could do like a red, you could do a purple, a black. You could, I mean, really whatever you want to do would be super pretty. But I'm kind of feeling the hot pink vibes, especially with like our pinky blush. But I gotta add a gloss. I'm a gloss type of girl, so I'm gonna go in with Omen, which is my lip gloss with Unearthly. Listen, Unearthly, a favorite, a favorite. So excited I got to collab with them, independently owned. I am going to apply my gloss. It is a milky, clear milky gloss with lots of sparkle and absolutely no grit. Like you can't feel the little sparkle particles. So I'm going to lip gloss it up, spray my face with a little setting spray, makeup mist, and then we will chat. All right, y'all, here is the finished makeup look. We can definitely talk about these products, but I did want to point out my necklace today. My necklace was given to me by my friend Jamie, who is Glam Latte. She has her own jewelry brand, so another independently owned brand, and she makes such beautiful pieces. When I got to meet Jamie at the Creators and Friends trip that I went to in Charleston, I loved her jewelry. Found out she has her own jewelry brand. She makes all this stuff, and she offered to send me some stuff. So she made this necklace. I'm going to link this necklace, her shop, down below, because not only is she talented and like makes amazing jewelry, but she's such an awesome person, and I love that. I love that. So this necklace, I like this a lot because this chain is super lightweight. It's not super duper heavy with these crystals that she has, because these are crystals. These are, here she included a little card for me because Jamie is super into crystals, like very creative person. So these are lavakite crystals. Please forgive me if I pronounced that wrong. Lavakite. And it's this beautiful like gray color, and it has like these really pretty like variations in the stone. Just really, really, really beautiful. I like these a lot, and I feel like this is going to go with a ton of things. So I wanted to tell you about Jamie and her shop. I am super, super excited to be trying her jewelry, and she was telling me about some of the things that she was going to have coming to the shop, and I'm like, let me know when they're up because I want to shop. Really, really, really nice. Let's kind of talk about this makeup. So the Lawless blush, I'm really, really enjoying. I think this is super duper nice. I think it's beautiful. It has this pretty glow to it. I mean, before I put on the highlight, you could tell that the blush was not glittery or sparkly, just really, really pretty glowy blush. So I'm super happy with that. Of course, my highlighter and gloss duo, like, I love it. I love it. It's got my name on it. I love it. The Lunar Beauty lipstick, I've tried lots of them now. The lip liner and the lipstick, the formula seems to be consistent throughout the entire line. So they've been Longwear on me, super duper beautiful. I really like this punchy pink color. The eyeliners from Adept and Kaleidos are not new to me. The Sigma eyeshadow primer, not new to me. The Ensley Rain Cosmetics Glitz Fix Prime and Shine. I think this worked well. Now, this is a type of product that I have to use a lot before I can review. So I'm gonna keep testing it and trying it. But so far, I think it looks nice. It doesn't feel thick and heavy on my lids. Sometimes with primers like this or glitter adhesives or things like that that are used to make shadows like really punchy, intense, used to hold glitter down, things like that, sometimes they can feel very heavy, and I hate that. I don't want to feel something on my lid all day, and I don't feel that with this. I'm not noticing any weird creasing, because that can be another thing if there's like a bad glitter primer, glitter glue, but of course time will tell. I have to test it a lot more, and listen, when I do first impressions, just know I always follow up. So in some time, sometimes weeks, sometimes months, depending, I do come back, I follow up, and I give you full reviews on things. So even though some of these things I may be reviewing now, some are just first impressions, just know I will follow up. So definitely subscribe if you're curious. This palette, I am looking forward to playing with some more. Now, how many shades did we use? Because this is a large palette. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 shades, and we only used how many? So we only used 6 out of the 25 shades. Now, the shades I used, I think, are very pretty. I want to play more with this before I give you my full thoughts, of course. I don't think the formulas in here are super unique. If you have a lot of duochrome sparkly type shadows like this, you may already have some of these shades, or well, I shouldn't say these shades because I don't know specifically, but you may have shades that are very similar to this. But with that being said, you are getting 25 eyeshadows for $35. So I think this is pretty. Everything performed well. We have like this shade. We have those kind of like squishy shimmers, if you know what I'm talking about. I always use a brush, but I know a lot of people, those of y'all, you let me know that you like to apply with the finger the squishy shadows. So we definitely have some of those in here. I really like my eye look, but I'm going to keep playing with this. I'm going to keep playing with this one for sure. Is that all of the makeup that we tested? I'll also quickly tell you about my hair before I say goodbye to you. So my hair is naturally wavy, curly like this. So yesterday I was outside all day. I washed my hair. I just let it air dry in the sun. I put in some of my day hibiscus wave spray. I just kind of sprayed this all over my hair, put in a little oil on the ends like I normally do, and I let my hair air dry. So this is my hair texture that you're seeing. Now I do have an extra weft clipped in for some volume, but no length, and I just let that air dry as well. And then once my hair is fully dry, any pieces that are damaged, any pieces that are damaged, scraggly, kind of like I took and just wrapped around a curling iron barrel to kind of match my natural texture. Once everything was dry, I hit it with this a couple more times, and then I went in with my Shimmer and Shine spray. I will link everything down below, but yeah, this is my hair texture. So I hope you're having a great day. Please do subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all my videos. I post lots of videos every week all about having fun with makeup and just enjoying things. I hope you're having a great day. Subscribe, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye.